Hello and welcome. You're watching OBN Horn of Africa's English News Service broadcast. I am Adisa Safa with the latest news of this time. Top stories. PMRB praises fruitful Macron talks. And over 300 projects completed under National Corridor Development Initiatives. Welcome back. Now the news in brief. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed Ali has underscored the vital importance of ongoing positive discussions with French President Emmanuel Macron, aiming to bolster cooperation and partnership between their nations. Following their meeting, which built upon a December 2024 encounter in Finfinne, PMRB emphasized that while collaboration span many areas, enhancing economic ties remain a central priority. In a statement, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed expressed his appreciation for the warm hospitality and the productive nature of their conversations. He highlighted that despite the broad existing cooperation between Ethiopia and France across various crucial sectors, strengthening economic links is paramount objective. The leaders' discussions covered a wide array of issues with a particular focus on the key areas. Executive Director of Institute of Foreign Affairs, Jaffer Barru, says Ethiopia's pursuit of granted maritime access is a paramount national imperative driven by a vision of security, economic viability, and regional integration. The third regional consultative forum on the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden, organized by Institute of Foreign Affairs and Ethiopian Defense Force War College, is underway in Finfinne. Here is the story.
The third Red Sea and Gulf of Aden dialogue was held under a theme Navigating Gulf Horn Economic and Security Cooperation. Speaking on the event, representing Minister of Foreign Affairs, Director General of the Diaspora Service, Ambassador Fitsum Araga said Ethiopia has a significant contribution to make in terms of protecting the security of the Red Sea and preventing other illegal activities, including piracy. He mentioned that Ethiopia's request for access to the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden is a matter of protecting the security of the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden and ensuring mutual benefit.
Ethiopia has also recently formalized its pursuit of access to the Red Sea. As an economic and military powerhouse in the region, Ethiopia needs to strategically position itself, enhance its economic ties with the rest of the world, and actively participate in combating piracy, organized armed robbery, violent extremism, and terrorism, which are significant economic and security challenges in both the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. The growing Ethiopia's openness to investment, trade, and development has the potential to advance both the Middle East and the Horn of Africa.
Director General of the Institute of Foreign Affairs, Jafar Bedru, for his part, said cooperation between the countries of the region is crucial to maintaining the geopolitical peace and security of the Red Sea region.
Ethiopia is claiming and putting forward the argument that issues in the Red Sea need to include the opinions, the aspirations, the needs of Ethiopia. Any security and political arrangement in the Red Sea area that excludes the biggest hinterland, which is Ethiopia, is not going to be successful in achieving peace and prosperity in the Red Sea arena. So what we are doing here is to create a platform for actors within the region to come together and understand each other's aspirations, ideas, and to create a shared vision for the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden area.
Still moving on, more than 300 projects have been completed across over 60 cities in Ethiopia as part of the first phase of the National Corridor Development Initiative, the Ministry of Urban Development and Infrastructure announced. State Minister Urban Development and Infrastructure Helen Debebe underscored the government's commitment to fostering cities that are both livable for citizens and attractive for investment. Leta Teresa.
The Corridor Development Project is a significant urban development program designed to transform cities into attractive destinations for tourism and investment through enhanced infrastructure and efficient land use. In an exclusive interview with Ethiopian News Agency, State Minister of Urban Development and Infrastructure Helen Debebe underscored the government's commitment to fostering cities that are both livable for citizens and attractive for investment. According to the State Minister, this plan strategically allocates urban space 30% for roads, 30% for green development, and 40% for construction.
ከተማው የኢንዱስትሪ ማዕከል ነው የግብይት ማዕከል ነው
Urban as a hub of industry, market, and center of economy. However, unless green areas and enough public spaces are developed properly, the city cannot be conducive for residents and be attractive. Many areas were covered by construction. To correct this, several follow-ups and support were made over the past years, but it had not brought an outcome to the required level.
The Corridor Development Project directly addresses these issues, enabling cities to undergo structural transformations to improve service delivery. The Corridor Development Initiative is playing a crucial role in modernizing cities and ensuring equitable development, State Minister Helen emphasized.
The corridor development has enabled the cities to become conducive for residents, attractive to investment, brought significant inspiration and change due to the measures taken towards the implementation of a plan for land use, which includes the opening of roads, protecting green areas reserved for public use.
Currently, 60 cities across all regions are participating in the project. Over 30 of these have completed the first phase and moved on to the second, with the ministry continuing to provide support and monitoring to ensure sustained progress, she noted.
አሁን ባለ ሁኔታ
The corridor development is being implemented across more than 60 cities in all regions. More than 30 cities have already entered the second phase, completing phase 1. About 300 projects have been finalized with more than 500 kilometers of road featuring asphalt roads, pedestrian walkways, and cycle.
Welcome back. Participants of the 20th Air National Labor Organization ILO Regional Conference for Labor-Based Practitioners have lauded Ethiopia's industrial parks and development programs, citing them as commendable models for job creation and inclusive growth. The delegates representing various African nations and international institutions shared their positive impression after visiting key development sites in Fimpine, including the Bole Lami Special Economic Zone and the Ethiopian Construction Works Cooperation. Shatopsi.
The 20th International Labour Organization's Continental Conference of Work-Based Experts is being held at the African Union headquarters under the theme Resilient Communities and Healthy Environment, Human Resource Efficient Investment Programs. The conference was attended by representatives of various countries and leaders of international organizations, and the participants visited various development projects in Fimpine. Patrice Armel, who came from Cameroon, says that the job opportunities that development projects are creating for citizens in Ethiopia are lessons to be learned.
It's the second time in Ethiopia, but it's this seminar. In 2005, I've been here, but the development is not like this. Now things are really changed. We understand that the government are putting more effort, and we can appreciate what we saw today. And we are happy for that. We are happy to visit all these companies who are providing for the workers, school, those facility for those workers is a new initiative we can go back with. It's something appreciable.
Dorothy Steenkamp came from South Africa. She praised the job opportunities created by the special economic zones. According to her, the favorable conditions at Bolelem Industrial Park are encouraging.
The Ethiopian government for the strides in terms of the socio-economic impact that they are making through the development that has been ongoing here in the country is absolutely amazing. The industrial park, well, it is quite amazing to see that in one of your economic zones you have 7,000 people employed in the textile industry, which is quite impressive, and one have to say congratulations. And then also the working conditions generally is quite good. The people that are working there, the people that are employed, and then also the overall look of the site, and also the size, and also the fact that you are looking at further expansion and bringing in public-private partnerships, which is also a very good take on this matter. And then also when we come into the construction site, government-owned, this is amazing.
Lutiko Mwandobo is from Tanzania. He says that he has seen practically that the special economic zones have created job opportunities for many people in Ethiopia.
To me, that is very much impressive, and I think it attracts most of the people to come and work for the factory. But again, also, we asked about how you attract this investor to come and to work in Ethiopia. We are told about how the government subsidizes the utilities, water, electricity, and even the wastewater, and the other telecoms, I think that is a good approach.
Participants of the ID4 Africa Annual General Meeting said that Ethiopia has set an example for Africa in ensuring inclusive digital identity and accessibility. The conference, which opened in the capital, Finfinne, this week, showcases experience of various countries in digital identity building and companies with better solution for digital passport and ID has also presented their products for display. Let us race again.
The ID4 Africa Annual General Meeting, which is underway in Finfinne, showcases experiences of various countries in digital identity building, and companies with better solutions for digital passports and IDs also presented their products for display. CEO of Topan Security Ethiopia, a joint venture between the Ethiopian Investment Holding and Japan's Topan, Kalkidan Araga, stated that the company was established to fill the gap in secure printing. The company is holding a huge printing factory in Ethiopia to make strategic secure printing accessible to other countries beyond Ethiopia, she added. When the factory goes fully operational, it will produce over 5.6 million passports annually, enabling it to supply the product to other countries. The CEO noted that passport printing in Ethiopia will not only save foreign currency, but also provide secure, nationally valued and accessible passports for all citizens.
Ethiopian Investment Holding strategic investment.
The investment has been made with the goal of addressing the shortage of passports and enhancing secure printing capabilities in the country. This project not only aims to resolve the immediate shortage, but also focuses on ensuring the security of our documents and providing better services to the community. The factory is capable of producing over 5.6 million passports annually, which will allow us to export these products, thereby saving foreign currency that would have otherwise been spent on imports and fulfilling domestic demand, she said. Harbert Gondo, senior sales at China's Epitech, stated that the company is offering reliable identity and security verification solutions. He praised Ethiopia's commendable progress in digital transformation and indicated that his company is interested in leveraging this opportunity to expand its services across the country.
Working with our local partner, Ethiopia Telecom, which we provided the enrollment devices and the mobile kits, which allow the citizen abroad the country to be enrolled and also to be engaged in identification. So we've been engaged in this transformation in Ethiopia program. We are providing good services, and with the authority, local authority, the enrollment and enhancement of the identification in Ethiopia is going very well. So we are also reaching the countryside of the country.
The German company Veridos FZE's managing director and group vice president Javier Ross said Ethiopia is a leading example in Africa for its work in establishing digital identity. He added that the company is interested in working in Ethiopia.
We are really focusing a lot in the African continent, working in different countries, and we are also investing a lot in Ethiopia, which is a kind of hub for us and very important place in Africa. We see Ethiopia as a leader in the identity ecosystem. We have seen a lot of new projects coming, especially on the digital aspect. So for us, Ethiopia is really an example, and would be very proud to participate to this dynamic in Ethiopia.
Chairwoman of In-Group, Agnes Diallo, said that Ethiopia has been successful in implementing digital identification in a short time. She added that the best performances recorded in Ethiopia can be an inspiration and learning experience for other countries.
A lot of good experiences were shared with the Ethiopia, and in particular the progress and the dynamic around digital identity. For us, it's a beacon. It is one country that we look at, really having done a lot of progress and having a lot of good practices to share, especially in the area of public-private partnership.
Panelists have emphasized the importance of balancing nature with development, aligning with the Green Legacy Initiative as a significant solution. The 24th Air National Day for Biodiversity was celebrated in Finfinne with a panel discussion. Shetu Obsige.
The Corridor Development Project is a significant urban development program designed to transform cities into attractive destinations for tourism and investment through enhanced infrastructure and efficient land use. In an exclusive interview with Ethiopian News Agency, State Minister of Urban Development and Infrastructure, Helen Debebe, underscored the government's commitment to fostering cities that are both livable for citizens and attractive for investment. According to the State Minister, this plan strategically allocates urban space 30% for roads, 30% for green development, and 40% for construction.
ከተማ የኢንዱስትሪ ማዕከል ነው፣ የግብይት ማዕከል ነው።
Urban as a hub of industry, market, and center of economy. However, unless green areas and enough public spaces are developed properly, the city cannot be conducive for residents and be attractive. Many areas were covered by construction. To correct this, several follow-ups and support were made over the past years, but it had not brought an outcome to the required level.
The Corridor Development Project directly addresses these issues, enabling cities to undergo structural transformations to improve service delivery. The Corridor Development Initiative is playing a crucial role in modernizing cities and ensuring equitable development, State Minister Helen emphasized.
The corridor development has enabled the cities to become conducive for residents, attractive to investment, brought significant inspiration and change due to the measures taken towards the implementation of a plan for land use, which includes the opening of roads, protecting green areas reserved for public use.
Currently, 60 cities across all regions are participating in the project. Over 30 of these have completed their first phase and moved on to the second, with the ministry continuing to provide support and monitoring to ensure sustained progress, she noted.
The corridor development is...
Okay, viewers, we do really apologize for running same news again. Moving on. Mayors of IGAD member state and partners have stressed the importance of inclusive urban development for displaced population in the region. A two-day forum titled Urban Dimension of Forced Displacement in IGAD region opened in Finfinne yesterday. In his opening remarks, Intergovernmental Authority on Development IGAD Deputy Secretary General Muhammad Abdi Ware said that cities are often at the forefront of displacement issues stemming from conflict, natural disaster, and economic instabilities.
The challenges that are created by displacement as a result of either conflict or natural disasters or economic factors, the problems are compounded. Therefore, the challenge is how do you address this? This may seem to many that it is just a normal daily running of cities, but it can have serious consequences if we do not address these issues satisfactorily.
Ethiopian Refugees and Returnee Service Advisor Zaudu Barada on his part emphasized the pressing need for inclusive urban planning in Ethiopia, addressing the profound effect of migration and displacement on urban growth.
Since 2022, Ethiopia has been implementing a bold approach to include refugees with nearby towns, enabling them to access the same services and infrastructure as local residents. The camps are evolving beyond isolation, but into inclusive, functioning urban areas. In partnership with federal ministries, regional governments, UNHCR, we are charting a vision that moves beyond the traditional encampment approach model. Our goal is to create sustainable and inclusive commitment for people who have faced long-term displacement.
UNHCR Assistant Representative for Protection David Karp highlighted the unprecedented displacement challenge facing the region, escalating situation that exacerbate existing strain on resources and urban systems.
At the 2023 Global Refugee Forum, building on this foundation, IGAD member states made over 30 bold forward-looking pledges, demonstrating remarkable regional leadership and commitment to finding sustainable solutions for displaced populations. The multi-stakeholder pledge on climate-resilient, sustainable human settlements represents a paradigm shift in how we approach refugee assistance, moving from camps to integrated settlements, which benefit both refugees and also benefit host communities. We are already witnessing tangible progress across the region. I'll give a few examples. Kenya's Sharika Plan, launched in March 2025, provides a comprehensive roadmap for transforming refugee camps into municipalities. Here in Ethiopia, the forthcoming Makatet strategy promises to be the country's first comprehensive framework for refugee inclusion in national systems. Ethiopia is also pioneering solutions from the start in its response to the Sudan crisis, demonstrating how refugee inclusion can begin from the first day of displacement.
Gambela Regional State Agriculture and Natural Resource Bureau stated that the region has planned to widely engage farmers in agricultural development in the coming farming season. Head of the Bureau, Paul Tut, says fruit production has been given due attention in the region. Shetu Obsi reports.
Gambela Regional State has large fertile land which is suitable for agricultural development. Nevertheless, the land hasn't been developed and changed the livelihood of the society. In recent years, aligned with attention given to agricultural productivity so as to ensure food security and develop the country's economy, agricultural work in Gambela region is stimulated. Speaking to OBN Horn of Africa, Head of Agriculture and Natural Resource Bureau of the region, Paul Tut says that preparation has been made to develop fertile land of the region largely during this rainy season.
In Gambela region, we have a plan to engage in large crop production during this rainy season. Even though we carried out full work last year, we have due attention to agricultural productivity this year. We carried out various tasks to change the attitude of aid-seeking among the society. We have fertile soil, but it is not developed. Our smallholder farmers want to produce only for their consumption. Now we want them to produce surplus.
The Bureau head underscores that works are underway to make the agricultural practices market-oriented. Chief Administrator of Nuer Zone, Real Jing, said that awareness creation works are done to engage all the society in agricultural works. According to him, all residents of the zone have their own farmland right now.
The society has now preferred to engage in agricultural work. They understood that they can produce for consumption and for sale. All residents of Nuer Zone have their own farm right now. For bounty of the basket, we do have large number of cattle. We have huge fish resource. There are also other resources. What we need is increasing their productivity.
Head of Makwe District Agriculture Natural Resource Office, March Mayal for his part, said the agriculture work in the district is well underway.
In Ahorada, we pay a lot in order to change our community, to push our community to participate in agriculture activity. So before, some people, they don't know benefit about agriculture. They simply cultivate the area which is contain only especially for what they hate. But right today, we pass the information to them in order to have a large land, like 1 hectare and above, to cultivate it. So a little bit what we have seen is a problem is about the mechanization. So right here, we are still using the tool which is used by hand, but right, we need the mechanization to be very large right here, because even now we use for 1 tractor only in this district. So this is what I see in this problem.
Kwang Toris, a farmer in Makwe district, says he's working to progress his economy.
We are just doing to progress our economy, and also we need to produce our productivity. So this is the main issue, and in other ways, so we want to teach our community in order to see what we are doing is better for us, and also it is better for our community.
Viewers, thank you for watching. This brings you to the end of our news edition for this time. Bye-bye. Take care. Have a good one.